Wait, it's inside! Mike is out! Mike is out! Oh my god, the 360! Don't tell me! Don't tell me! No! Oh my god, no! No! Don't, but she's looking forward! No, the ace comes out! No! Yes, she gets it!
Unrelenting.
Oh my god, unrelenting value! Unrelenting value! Oh my god! Surely our killer doesn't just pick up and let it happen again! Have y'all ever wondered what would happen if you took solo queue survivors and threw them into a competitive setting? DBD style?
Yeah, I did too.
So basically, if you guys aren't aware already, I hosted a tournament about 2 weeks ago where I basically took a bunch of people from the community and just kind of threw them into a tournament, alright? I devised some teams, I devised some IGLs, some team captains, if you don't know what IGL means, and essentially just let them have a ball, all right? And this tournament was a lot of fun, so I obviously needed to make a video out of this, of course. And also the other reason why I'm making a video about this is because the tournament is not over, okay? On Saturday, you know, a couple days from now, from 1 to 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, we will be hosting the grand finale of this tournament. All right, so some of the teams that you're gonna see in this video are actually gonna be competing for the finale. All right, and so of course I welcome you all. You know, stop in, say hi. You know, root for some of your teams or team that you want to win. There's only two. I don't know why I said teams unless you want to root for both at the same time, but then that kind of gets convoluted, but you can do that. You're your own person. I don't care. But anyway, here's the list of killers that we're playing. Matthew and Crawling are going to be having a little 1v1 before the actual game starts, so that's definitely going to be abysmal to watch probably.
I'm ready.
All right, Crawling, whenever you're ready. Alright, immediate pre-drop by Matthew. He really wants to win this 0-3. The amount of bragging rights he will get if he can somehow win this. Klein gonna go for an immediate chainsaw.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, if you enjoy what you see in this video, consider stopping in on Saturday. On Twitch, by the way. ScoopsAhoySteve on Twitch. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this video. Obviously, not going to be that much editing because I'm just going to kind of include these games in full. Basically, I'm doing what Ots does for his 50-win videos, except I'm doing it with this because I don't know, dude. And I'll probably post the whole tournament in like a week or two. So if you missed it on Twitch, there'll be a video on here anyway. But yeah, but you enjoy and yeah, bye. On the Survivor, we have a bit of Breakout as well as Sabo and Flashbang in play. Again, very interesting use of Breakout, I feel like. But again, Myers has a lot of restrictions against him, more than you would anticipate. But we do see parental guidance as well as head-on. Again, no parental guidance value yet. Also, I don't think we've seen Smash Hit. No Smash Hit yet. In terms of our killer build, by the way, we have Bamboozle, or Enduring, Pop, Grim. But Bamboozle, interesting perk, I feel like, on Hawkins. I feel like not the most strength in windows on this map. I feel like, again, it's more palette dense than anything. Yeah, also, they're calling Myers the silly shape. Or the shape more like the silly. Matthew, what do you think about that? What shape is Myers, you think? Like
this shape.
Dude, like, come on now. I mean, at least it's in the intermission, I guess. At least it's in an intermission. Pretty standard build. We don't have Scratch Mirror, we have Vanity Mirror, which, again, I'm not sure if you are super aware as to what Vanity Mirror does these days, ever since Myers was changed. But essentially, what Vanity Mirror does now is upon Myers exiting out of Tier 3, he basically sees the aura of everybody on the map for about, like, 6 seconds. So that's what that does. So again, without any aura perks in play, it's going to be very, very strong, especially if you can utilize that info. Looks like, yes, the builds are consistent. We are going to be going in.
Nice.
Again, this is our Switch player. Again, actually, it is kind of funny. I don't know if I've shown you this clip, but this same Survivor composition versus this same killer had an insanely impactful blunder at the exit gate before. It came down to a endgame situation. Our killer, again, on Volk, was in Tier 3, or not exactly Tier 3, but he was camping our last Survivor on the hook, and I believe in the exchange, they did get the Survivor off the hook, but then our killer got Tier 3, and then on the other side of the map, one survivor was opening the door while the other 3 were kind of crowded up. And I believe Watson, our player on the ace tree, currently working on a gen, currently head-on coming out of Berna. Like I said, it's always going to be Berna, and then parental guidance.
Yes,
he might he just completely lost him. The head-on coming through. I didn't even realize that we were playing for a head-on, but I'm so glad that we saw that. Berna, like I said, my absolute goat of the tournament. 10 hours on the game, by the way. Berna, my goats right there.
Wow.
But yes, Berna, again, one of my underrated favorites of the tournament. Yes, Watson did not realize at the time that when Myers is tier 3 and you are dead on hook, he can grab you. So Watson was trying to buy time by taking it down at the gate, but instead got grabbed and got killed at the gate. There's going to be an unfortunate whiff. Again, though, not really utilizing Enduring, though. I feel like, again, running Enduring and not, like, sort of bloodlusting some of these pallets be very interesting. Also, wait, what? Wait. Okay, Berna. Okay, well, you know, Berna has his moments, I think, is important to sort of establish here. Also, Matthew might have muted yourself just in the excitement.
Oh.
I feel like you might have, like, jumped onto your whole entire setup. Yeah, I kind of figured.
Jump onto it, bro.
Yeah, I think you might have belly flopped onto your whole entire desk.
Hey, bro, I did not.
I basically did. I mean, Berna just absolutely just hanging out.
I did a backflip, bro.
Gonna be taking a M1 on the hook. Again, Berna, like I said, Berna has his moments. We are gonna be looking to get the tunnel. Again, our switch player, by the way. I do believe that. Well, yes, we do. We will actually see Chili on killer, by the way. We have not seen. I think we actually have seen Chili. A very unfortunate vault out of stone there, kind of just jumping into our killer's arms.
Oh,
we will see a flashbang. No, there wasn't even a flashbang. What are we getting in the locker for, I wonder?
He's scared for... I don't know.
Again, also, I don't know if you noticed this.
Incarnate?
I guess you can. But did that show him auras? Did we see auras there? Again,
no, I think he just, like, saved it. Like, he just, like...
Interesting. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, exactly. We don't even need to cast this together. We're just saying the same thing.
We're literally a hive mind reference.
DBD moment or well, Stranger Things moment.
Stranger Things moment.
But also, I was trying to point out that they are running distortion because I feel like they are aware of the fact that this add-on is very likely to be in play. Vanity Mirror. So again, we've seen distortion out of some players. Again, Berna, don't get caught on the pallet, Berna.
Bro.
Nice stun out of Berna. Again, Berna with the pallet stunts. Again, Berna, whenever Berna is like actually like looking at his screen, I feel like he is absolutely one not to mess with. But unfortunately, I feel like Berna, you know, might have been...
Sometimes he goes to like itch his nose or like drops his controller and yikes.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the time difference. He didn't realize that Myers, you know, was like checking in at that time. I'm not really sure what happened. We're seeing a reset coming out somewhere. Again, new Hawkins setup, by the way.
Holy shit, yeah.
We do see our second gen being repaired, actually right next to where Myers is. Myers is gonna be checking lockers. There's no survivors anywhere near that, other than our Nick Cage, by the way. But I don't think our killer's gonna spot him. Again, I believe in direct line of sight over there, but Nick gonna be getting the gen done. Again, I'm surprised we're seeing a Nick Cage in this tournament. I feel like, again, underrated survivor for sure.
Yeah.
Again, not a single Jane or Young Jin though.
Bro, that's so rough.
No Young. Oh no! No, what?
Oh my god. Yup.
What? Okay, was that a flashbang coming out there? Okay, so we do get the flashbang, but we do get hooked as a result. Again, a fair trade, I suppose. Again, maybe not the best time, but again, Myers is undetectable. Again, Myers on this map. Again, very brutal map. This map's very difficult to call out, especially for the team. Also, did our killer just see a survivor there? I do believe he might have just seen a survivor and didn't actually react. But we do have 3 hooks on the board, 3 gens left on the board. Do you see scratch marks? Our killer, I believe our killer is on the Nick Cage. On Triple M. And Triple M, does Triple M know though? Where's Triple M at? Triple M, honestly, I don't think he knows. I don't know if he knows that Myers is right on his butt. I feel like the check spotting's not coming out here. Look at, there he is.
Bro.
I feel like our Myers lost quite a bit. Did I just? Okay, never mind. I thought I heard a locker. I think our
No,
killer
like
might have
a
switched modes.
Yeah.
Again, though, do you not lose tier 3 if you switch modes into like the speedy one?
Yeah, I think that's how he canceled it.
But like, does that mean that he's not gonna have tier 3 ready to pop at this point, or maybe not? I don't know. I don't know Myers. You know. Okay, but we do have.
Activated it yet, so yeah, he still has it then. Yeah.
Okay, there it is. Oh, Berna jumping in the locker, jumping out of the locker, but taking them one! Wow, Berna with the incredible play. No, he's going to make the pallet. Look, Berna is going to run our killer for the next 3 gens potentially.
Sorry, Berna.
You got to believe in the Berna, all right? I'm telling you.
No.
Berna is an underrated survivor for sure, okay? Unfortunately, there were just no pallets for Berna. I don't think Berna has windows of opportunity. No, Berna's running. See, Berna realized where his team was because of Lucky Star. He was getting Lucky Star by jumping in and out of that locker. He realized where his team was and made sure not to bring the killer to them. Excellent play out of Berna. Again, love to see these high-level plays, high-level mind games out of Berna. Again, Watson, though, going to be lurking quite close and going to be seeing where he is because of Vanity Mirror. But going to get stuck on the wall. Again, unfortunately, the Nintendo Switch, not really. Again, maybe you want to plug in the steering wheel, but this should be a hit. Again, taking the M1, not sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Taking M1 as Myers. I mean, again, he is undetectable, and it is a good map, so I guess there's no harm in it. And in the end, no real harm. No harm, no foul. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's Chicken Little reference. That's for the OGs out there.
For the OGs.
Right, exactly.
Bro.
Okay. Alright, gonna be securing this hook onto Berna. Absolutely breaking my heart, by the way. Cannot see Berna die so fast. Also, I feel like Stone maybe not realizing the killer was right there in that situation. But we are... Both injured survivors going to be running in bomb rushing. I don't even think they're going to get there. Wait, do they get there? I feel like... Oh my, he died on the HUD. Did you see that? He actually died, but he's actually alive. It actually blinked like he died. They literally got there in the last frame.
Bro, someone clip it. Someone clip it, y'all.
Somebody clip that guy. Yep. Exclamation mark clip in the chat. Somebody clip that. Somebody clip that. Send it to Matthew.
What? Send it to me. Put it in my PO box. Like, holy shit.
That was actually insane. But this is... Oh my god, no! No. Volk, I'm sorry, but like you are absolutely going on TikTok for that one. There's no way.
Hey,
there's
don't
no
clip
way.
it yet. Now you can clip it.
Now you can clip it. Now you can clip it. Now you can clip that. Clip that for sure. Send that one to Volk for sure.
Yeah,
Volk's gonna need to see that one now. Then that one to him after the game. Oh my goodness, that was brutal. And he sees the survivor. He's just gonna let that happen?
Bro.
Alright, that's okay. Alright, that's fine. It's fine.
Bro, Burn, you are like... He like defies
Wait, he's right here. Burn, no! Okay, he's okay. Bro. Why did he not grab him? Alright, he's breaking the pallet. Oh my god. Alright, there we go.
He's like an immortal being, I feel.
I'm telling you. Wait, did he jump in the locker?
Bro.
Is he in the locker? No. Wait, was that a deception?
Okay, I was like...
Was there? I don't think there was a deception. Deception's over there.
Wait, someone did have deception though.
Yeah, but that wasn't... They were over there. Oh my god, absolutely eating that pallet for breakfast right there.
Bro,
there are no pallets left. Bro has the 1000 degree knife from YouTube.
Oh my, she's so cooked.
No, you don't know.
We're looping on nothing.
Yeah, but we're on Switch, though. We're not gaining distance.
We're not gaining distance.
We're not gaining distance. Oh my goodness. What Bro, he actually went out, checked outside, made sure that nobody was looking, and then got the down. That's actually nuts. It's actually insane. All right, well played, though. From our killer there. Looks like we are going to be walking into the killer.
Are you serious?
Are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? He could have actually grabbed him and moried him, by the way. But I feel like he might just want pop, potentially. I mean, that's brutal right there. That's absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Berna getting caught at the last second. Berna, juice him! No! No!
The mori, bro.
He didn't get the mori. No. But wait a minute. Okay.
Just
teasing me at this point. Berna!
Bro, Berna.
Making my heart, you know what I mean? Okay.
Oh, no.
I just realized Grim went off, by the way, during this whole thing. They haven't even been able to do gens. Oh man. All right, we're halfway to tier 3 at this point. Jesus, Jesus,
Bro,
Jesus.
they have 2 gens left.
Yeah, 2 people left also.
They got this.
But again, you know, the result. This is not for the result. This is for like the precedent, right? So
Yeah.
again, our next killer can very easily. Wait, he just saw blood. There was literally blood on the ground. Why did he not
What?
react to that? There was blood on the ground to the right. That's okay. That's okay. Our killer again has the strength in this. He has the upper hand. You know, Myers famous for Stranger Things. Wait, does our survivor? I think he did catch him. Okay, gonna be attempting to counter some of this stalking. Fortunately, though, Hawkins very open map. Fortunately, though, not gonna be in line of sight somehow. Is Watson gonna be working on a gen? Okay, looks like we are gonna be finishing up a gen here.
Wow. Okay.
Do we have deja vu on the board? I guess we don't know exactly. I don't think there was a deja vu though. Not having deja vu on a map like this is kind of like that is a risk for sure on Survivor, and we are going to be playing this palette. But unfortunately, though, going to be attempting a bit of a dodge. I feel like, you know, it was a good attempt, but like unfortunately, you know, not fully charged up. Gonna be getting the hook. Watson, though, I feel like, okay, here in this position, we have to just stealth. Like, there's no going for... But he sees him, though. He knows exactly where it is. No, he knows he has his aura. If this was our deception, or not our deception, our distortion.
Literally the...
It would have been the moment. But unfortunately, though, it seems like the moment is, you know, coming to a close here. I'm gonna be playing this palette. Again, Triple M needs to like let go from the. Maybe Myers tried to throw his knife there. I don't know. I'm gonna be going for the blind again. Gonna be trying to bloodlust this, but
there's another pallet.
Another pallet that's basically the same. Imagine the hatch spawns right on Watson's feet here.
Oh, that's the issue.
Again, where is hatch gonna be? There is a pallet, but are we gonna be playing it? We gotta listen. We're not using the pallet though. We're not using any pallets. So this will be it for Watson. Oh my god, the 360! Don't tell me! Don't tell me! No, we can't let this happen. We can't let this happen. No. Wait, shut up. Where's the hatch? I don't hear it. Oh my god. Oh my god, the 360 of a lifetime? I don't hear it. Oh my god. It has to come out again. No!
Dude!
Where's Myers going? Where's Myers going? He's closing it just for the points.
He was right there in that room, bro. He was so close.
No. And now Myers is gonna have a bit of a gonna be very happy with himself.
Look at him.
He's having an absolute wonderful time and is gonna be getting the Mori onto Watson. Again, this was our player that we saw get Mori'd last time at the exit gate. Again, Watson cannot escape Myers' grasp, unfortunately, and will be a 4K1, I believe, if I'm not wrong. That was a 4K1. So that will be 12 hooks at 1 gen. But yeah, that is our Switch player, by the way, showing that Switch is not a crutch, or I guess not,
or a handicap.
Doesn't come with crutches. I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah, handicap. Yeah, like exactly. There you go. Somebody stepped in the trap. Are you kidding me right now? Again, team named after Maya Naders. Again, this is our trapper enthusiast, able to find every trap. Her foot basically a metal detector. Okay, I have to say, Matthew, this might be one of my most anticipated matchups of the day. This is actually our artist. This is actually our artist set.
Oh shit!
Maybe a bit of nerves going into this game, especially onto artist. We have 2 players from the EU. A bit of a rivalry between these 2 players in the forms of Uni as well as Mai. Again, our resident Ada players, I do believe, for this tournament. I do believe that that if anybody is aware of the Trapper game, both of these players did contribute to how that match being as memorable as it was. But yes, we will have Uni onto the killer first. Uni will be our killer first. Going to be setting the stage. We are going to be going to Suffo Pit for this one. So yes, we do see Weeping Wounds, well, Agitation, as well as Eruption on the board. Again, we have 1 kick perk to rely on, as well as a bit of slowdown in the form of Gift of Pain. Almost a near... I feel like Neon might have just ran directly into the killer there. Not really sure what happened there. We do see Chemtrap as well. I know you're a big fan of that perk, Matthew.
Bro, I love Chemtrap.
Again,
this is good shit.
To be fair to our teams here, Again, there are more perks in use for this round in particular. Oh, and that is a hit coming out from the crows. Again, this is Uni, by the way. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, Matthew, but Uni has yet to win in a single game on the streams. Again, I believe...
Survivor and Killer?
No. On Killer specifically.
Okay,
Uni's played a lot of Killer, but unfortunately, I believe her win record is about 0-5. So again, Uni is going to be having a lot to prove today, I feel like. At least, if not to the community, but to herself in particular.
Yeah,
again,
okay, I like this.
I do believe Uni, one of her favorite killers is Artist. Again, both these players agreed to play Artist. Let's switch around to our survivors here. We are going to be catching our survivors healing. Both with the crows, by the way. Pallet comes out. Unfortunate. Going to be getting hit over that. Again, Eruption. I do believe going to be getting proc there. Again, our Artist by the... Oh, no. A flashlight coming through, but unfortunately a bit of a missed timing. Because this is actually our flashbang. You see the flashbang as well as the Sabo coming out, as well as Iron Will. I do really enjoy that build. And then we do have Life. See, the exhaustion perks through the roof this game. And we do see Last Stand. Again, Last Stand, one of 2 perks from the Survivor side of things that I have unbanned for this tournament. Last Stand as well as Friendly Competition are banned, or banned normally, but I unbanned them just because, well, personally, I really like to see Last Stand. Might as well just allow it, you know? What's the harm in it, you know? Just a little, it's just a little bit of friendly competition, you know? We do see the first gem popping, by the way, in the form of our top side. And we do, again, have Steve working on a gem bottom side. And we do have a reset coming out here. But unfortunately, the skill check's not coming through out of Flurby. Again, Flurby is a console gamer, but with keyboard. So, again, pretty much no excuse to be missing these skill checks, I feel like. But our Killer not really capitalizing on it, believe it or not. Again, this is Gift of Pain, if you did not realize it, onto the Ace. Again, the healing took a little bit longer. So if our Killer actually interrupted that heal, the healing would have completely regressed. So again, very unfortunate circumstance for our Killer, and I do believe that was a very risky.
Yeah.
Oh, but the check spot, but that could have been a down, I do believe, onto the Steve. But again, unfortunately, our Killer maybe sending the bird out. Actually, perfect bird from our Killer there. Wow. I mean, talk about precision on that.
Oh, very
nice. Should be a hit onto our Ace.
Wow. Okay.
Into the follow-up onto the Ace. Again, should be able to convert this into a bird. The shotgun coming through potentially doesn't even need to put 3. Gets the single, and that will be our Ace dead on hook. Unless Flurby can make something happen here. We do see the hook.
Oh, but doesn't even see the hook behind her.
I do believe we're going to be going for the Gift of Pain onto the Ace. There was actually a Scourge behind. All the Scourges on this side of the map. Again, our survivors going down on this side of the map, proving to be very fatal, potentially. Purple add-on, of course, going to be transferring birds to survivors, and that's a very unfortunate bird from for our Steve there. Ooh. Chemtrap coming out, though.
For the play,
but our Steve is not... Okay, Steve knows he needs to hold W. Will we see a hit take come out here? Unfortunately, no hit take. Eruption going to be proccing. But we do have a potential flashlight or pallet save coming in. The pallet save! The precision on that is actually mind-boggling, I have to say. I do believe our Steve thought maybe he had Chemtrap still in the pocket. Unfortunately, no.
Does she break the Chemtrap? No, go back.
Chemtrap going to be sitting on that pallet for 80 seconds, I do believe. Again, though, the gens have slowed quite a bit here. I do believe there is no gen progress for the team. And 3 birds being hit. Man. Don't tell me we get, like...
downs happening.
There's maybe downs. I'm surprised our Killer... Ooh. Okay, well, here, I think... Actually,
there's a certain... Oh, yeah.
I'm not too sure why our Killer only opted to shoot 1 bird there. I feel like with 3 survivors having birds, I would have been...
on the corner.
I would have been rapid firing. The check spotting coming through from the Steve there.
Bro, this Steve is so funny, bro.
Oh my, that is actually a hit.
Damn!
I'm actually shocked. That's gotta be ping. Again, Gift of Pain. Very interesting build. Or interesting perk, I would say. But it definitely slows down healing and then slows down gens. A bit similar to Thanatophobia. Drewader, though. Drewader, why are we running around in the open? Maybe just trying to distract the Killer away from our Ace there. But again, feels like just a slight hiccup or a bump in the road for our Killer. Does catch the Nia. Again, excellent bird out of our Killer there. Priming a bird already. Potentially going to be going 4-3. Just goes for the one, but the locker comes out. But I don't think...
the locker play.
I think our Nia does actually make... Does make the pallet.
The lunge. Ooh.
Gonna be,
and she greets it.
Going to be greeting
Saves
pallet.
it for next round.
Running to Shack. All right, let's see our survivor here.
That might be her downfall.
Is going to be getting hit by that singular bird. A very unfortunate series of events here. I believe... did I see that correct? Did it not look like Nia threw the pallet? But then the pallet, the pallet didn't move. Pallet might have been too heavy for Nia. I'm not sure. Maybe the rocks expanded. Again, it might have heated up here. And again, this is Drader with a bird, and this will be dead. Our Steve is dead on hook here, and that will be Steve going down. And unless we have a save coming in here from Neon, but there is a pain res. No, I do believe our killer's just going to be opting to hook, knowing that our Steve is dead. So that will be the first kill on the board. Currently at 3 gens. Ace going to be working on a gen top side. And then Flurby going to be sort of trying to make his way over there, I think. Going to be nearly missing the Ace. Ace does get the gen done. But unfortunately, Ace is also dead on hook. Again, I do believe our teams are possibly just looking to pop as many gens as they can. Again, if both of our killers happen to 4K... Again, it will come down to how many gens were completed. And we do see another gen. And Flurby currently on last gen. Maybe the gen progress wasn't as bad as I thought. Unfortunately, though, check spotting not coming out from the Ace. But a flashlight, though, coming out. We do get a flashlight from our Nia there. Thankfully, does get the secondary blind. Yep. And I do believe that Flurby is on the other side of the map. Yes, I do believe this gen will get done so long as Flurby does not miss any more skill checks. Right, we do see the skill check come out. So that will be the last gen.
Very nice.
Do get a nice bird onto the Ace. Alright, well, here's the thing, right? If our killer catches anybody but Flurby, this would be perfectly okay. But Flurby, currently with 0 hooks to his name, will prove to be very detrimental if Flurby ends up dying. Because that would be 3 extra hooks. Fresh. Well, 3, 3 hooks, but that's okay. Flurby needs to be the one who gets out. And unfortunately, Flurby is the one who's going to be getting found out. And we'll be going down on the pallet. Again, if they get Flurby out upon him only getting hooked once, and one of them do end up dying, that will result in 1 less hook for this team. So again, that will be what they're going to be playing for. Looks like Uni knows it. Going to be opting to hook Flurby, but she does have basement. That's exactly what she's going to be doing. Basement actually very, very powerful in the hands of Artist, considering she... look at the back hook coming through as well. Again, Artist birds can go up and down stairs, so again, could set up a potential bird at the top of the stairs and get hits onto a survivor. But with Shack Pallet being down, we do see both survivors coming through. They are going to need to, like, open this gate if they're hoping to have anything happen here. Where is our Ace, by the way? Ace going to be creeping in, slowly but surely. I do believe our killer might have seen it. Again, we do have pallet down. I feel like our killer should probably break that. Because again, if we have Lithe, actually no Lithe, but we do have head-on, by the way.
Do you think we'll get a head-on play in the end? Oh, that could be...
Oh my god, the Ace is running down. Okay, we are gonna see we are gonna see the birds come out here for the potential follow-ups.
Yep,
will we see a head-on? The firecracker comes out. Hits the Ace.
She got blinded.
Hits Flurby by the bird. Wait, she could get a follow-up onto Flurby. She's still
down there, though.
She could get a follow-up onto Flurby. Why is she not going for Flurby right now? Flurby currently has a bird. Wait a minute. No way. Oh, the flashlight may be coming out there. Alright, well, now our survivors should just head out. So that will be 9 hooks, 4 fresh, for our killer. Again, unfortunately, no head-on plays in the end. No last stand either. We do have a Prestige 69, so that is definitely something. So we have Pop... as well as Eruption, onto Artist, right? Very strong combo, by the way. But as well as Unforeseen. It's basically Trail of Torment, but, like, way better, right? But then we also have Plaything on the board, right? Plaything, going to be very interesting as well. Again, a bit of Undetectable out of our Artist. Again, we didn't see any Undetectable from our Artists in the last round, so, again, curious to see if our survivors are potentially caught off guard here. But anyway, we are in the game. And we do see our Artist. We do see the build coming through here. Okay, we make sure that's good. Okay. So, yes, so our result last game was 9 hooks on the board for our killer. 4 fresh hooks. So that means, by the way, Matthew, if our killer happens to kill 3 survivors, and then the last one gets out completely scot-free, that
A
will
Scott
actually
3?
that will actually be the win for our previous killer.
Wow. So even if they get like,
So our killer
Okay,
will
okay,
have
okay,
to
I
be
gotcha.
slugging for the hatch. Also, I
Mhm.
just realized the damn title of the stream is so wrong.
To the tournament next Saturday, bro. We're back in time.
Tournament. Oh my god. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me.
Wish we could turn back time.
Hopefully I spelled that right. Alright, let's check in on our killer. I forgot. Okay, and we're back, and we're back, and we're back.
Orella.
Arella. First Arella of the day, by the way. This is our
I'm
Pebble
about
head
to say,
on.
bro, I got high hopes. Yes.
Oh, and we got a
she's gonna do
flashbang.
wonders for us.
Okay, we do again.
Alright, check spotting.
Okay, will we see a head on come out though? Again, head on.
Ooh.
Head on, pretty interesting perk.
Getting distance. I like this.
Again, I wasn't sure if we were going to see an artist potentially run Iron Maiden. Again, I feel like that's a potentially underrated perk on artist, especially considering if you aggro lockers and chase. And especially knowing that head on could potentially be in play, I feel like could easily counter that. Okay, we are going to be committing a chase onto Terra. Again, our ace here in the hands of Terra. I do believe this will be our last stand player. Yep. Terra, I don't think, has ever ran a game without this perk. So again, I feel like if anybody's bound to get last stand today, it's going to be this ace right here. It's going to be Terra.
Okay.
Terra, again, she has shown herself to be mostly effective with last stand. We're going to be seeing a kick come through from our killer. Going to be applying that unforeseen. Again, we do have lots of regression in the form of kicking perks. But again, wait, we might actually be potentially able to get a grab here. Oh my god, the grab comes out! The undetectable is actually
Very
insane.
Nice.
Will our artist know, though, where to bring this pop? I do believe that was the gen with the highest progress on the Fang. So I feel like kicking that gen would not be the worst situation. But I do believe maybe our killer should wait for the eruption cooldown. It's like our killer's just going to be applying that pretty much instantly. Yeah. But talk about perk value from Unforeseen, by the way. The comms were just not there from the team, unfortunately. Not able to call out where our killer was going. And again, our killer was a bit behind there, but that's going to be, again, getting our killer into the perfect spot here. A bit of a late bird from our killer, but Medium Vault, though, comes through. Is going to be converting that. Again, we do have Plaything, by the way, onto that Fang. So again, now that Fang is going to be oblivious for the whole game, so long as they allow that totem to keep standing. Going to be going for a bit of a bird. Bit of an interesting bird, but the pallet does come out there. Surely we are going to be breaking Shack Pallet. Wait, that was actually like... I'm actually like speechless right now. So we actually just outplayed Shack. Just like that. We just outplayed Shack. I was actually...
So we got one grab, we got one double crow, like, what
so
else
our artist
match, bro?
So Mai is actually like at her prime right now, it seems. The bird timing is just next level. Again, I'm actually kind of blown away right now.
That is pretty impeccable.
This is pretty impeccable. Again, like I said, the rivalry between these two players, friends to foe, some might say.
Wow,
you know? Uni and Mai,
enemies to lovers.
Okay, well maybe, but like let's not put any pressure on this. But we do get a hit onto Uni. Wait, but what the I thought that was about to be a montage, but unfortunately, Uni again not gonna have the best pathing because of that bird, and we'll be going. Thought maybe we needed Unrelenting there, but do get the down. So that is our third fresh hook, by the way. Again, splitting hooks across the board. Last time we saw Mai on Killer, by the way, she got 8 hooks across the board, but didn't get any kills. Again, she had everybody death hook. I believe Mai is just, very wholesome player. So again, maybe not trying to tunnel anybody out, but again, you might need to do that, especially in this sort of setting here. Because again, having a 4v1 is a lot tougher to manage than a 3v1. But again, Mai seems to be managing just fine right now. And we do see a reset coming out in the center of the map. We do see 2 flashbangs, by the way, on the ground. Again, giving the flashbangs to the teammates, kicking this gen, getting Unforeseen. Don't tell me. Wait, are we? Oh my goodness! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Way. Oh my god.
No way.
Okay, they called it out. I do believe that Terra was there to call it out, but does our killer... Unfortunately, not going to be a direct hit onto Ace. I do believe that was a bit too far away for that to do actual damage, but I do believe that Mai will be able to convert this. Oh, I think
Oh my
I feel like
God.
she should have shot that one off, but I think she's been waiting. Unfortunate. Fortunate miss from Mai there. Again, I think if she just
She's
sent that
terrified,
first...
bro.
Unfortunately, is going to be getting stunned and going to be getting blinded.
Oh
Okay, where... Okay, we do have last stand up, by the way. Last
bro,
stand
I
is going to
love
be
that
coming
by
through.
animation.
Yeah, Ace vaulting right into your windows. And I do believe
Yes,
that
sir.
we do have Plaything, by the way, onto Terra. Again, Plaything, very mean perk. And again, will unfold teams who do not necessarily have the best comms. Again, though, I do believe that there is a gen being worked on right next to our killer, but unfortunately doesn't hear it, and that will be getting
like blinding ball.
Blinding ball? What are you talking about?
Yeah, bruh.
Blinding ball?
When the gen gets done, you can't see around it.
Unfortunate
oh my God,
whiff.
No, the whiff
from both sides. Does get the bird onto Uni and into a follow-up. I do believe she will be able to convert this. Again, does have the tar add-on, so it will take a little bit longer.
It's taking a little too long.
That's a bit of an odd bird.
What can she play? Oh no, she's gonna run into it. It doesn't matter.
Oh, they both ran into it. I do believe our Arella was looking.
Oh my, look at her.
That should be a down. Excellent down from our killer there. Again,
bro, reaching across the pallet for that.
Again, this is EU. Oh my God, flashbang, flashbang. Please, Mai, don't let this happen. Don't allow it.
The buns. No!
Okay, she got it. That's actually huge. That's huge for Mai. That's a second flashbang at the hook, by the way, that did not convert.
Arella, bro.
Arella gonna be getting caught
Where's
off
Where's
guard
the Sabo? Where's the toolbox, my friend?
A very odd lunge from our killer there, I have to say. Arella gonna be running for her life.
All right.
Getting our killer hot on her trail.
Play the locker, bro.
Play the locker. Use head on, bro. Pebble, please, man.
Use head on, please.
Pebble comes out, maybe? Again, the aggressive Pebble. Mai cutting off our survivor.
Oh my gosh. Look. Peek. No! What are you doing?
The Quick and Kite comes out. Quick and Kite. Okay, we are just going to be holding W.
Oh my goodness. Okay, just hold W. I'll let you do that.
This Arella actually running our killer for her life right now.
She's really good at connecting tiles. Yup, she knew to leave.
But I think Mai is actually going to go for Uni now. Again, this is the tunnel. And Uni, again, running the far side. Again, Uni gonna be having patience, but she's not removing the crows. She's not getting rid of them.
Yeah, that's the issue.
No, but that unfortunate whiff from Mai there. Again, maybe unrelenting.
Should we get him off?
Again, this is gonna be. That's excellent down out of Mai there. Don't, but she's looking forward. No, the ace comes out. No, yes, she gets it. She gets it. Just looks away in time. Oh my God. Oh my God. The spin around. You could tell Mai threw the mouse off of her desk there.
Bro.
Did a full 360, and we do get that. We're at 5 hooks currently. Again, what was our win con? I do believe it was 9. Again, Mai has still quite a bit of ways to go, and both of our remaining survivors on the opposite side of the map doubling up. Again, though, Mai has the same... If Arella gets out... Yes, if Arella gets out completely scot-free, it's definitely over. Scot-free. Okay, but she should get a bird onto our survivors across. I think she actually missed that bird. I think she missed this bird across, so she doesn't know. She doesn't know that they're on the gen. Oh my God! And they're going to be committing a chase onto the ace. That's an excellent bird from Mai there. Will she play it right? Ace actually, he ran to the corner where Uni got down. Dance with me, came out there. Did you see that? Mai didn't see the scratch mark. Mai didn't notice there were no scratch marks because of Dance With Me, and so Ace just ran to the edge of the map, and Mai didn't realize. And then they do get the gen done on the far side. All right, Mai... Okay. If Mai gets a hook, Mai's going to need more than just a hook onto the Arella at this point.
What's the win?
She's going to need the kill onto Arella, and she's going to also need an additional hook as well on the board.
Yeah, we're going to need 9 hooks total.
Right, exactly. But we need to find this Arella, but the Arella is stealthing, and Mai's just gonna... But both of the gates are on this side. Mai needs to find Arella. She needs to find... But she does! She spots her. She sees her, right? Yes, she finds her. But again, our other 2 players could just escape. But do they know that, though? Do they realize that if Arella gets hooked, it's all for nothing? Again, okay, we do see a reset coming through. Again, they're not on the gates. Again, not committing that chase onto the Arella was rough. Unfortunate whiff out of Mai. Again, the end game came down, and now I feel like Mai might be panicking a little bit.
It's okay. Just gotta take a deep breath.
Gotta take those deep breaths. Arella actually going to be bringing our killer potentially to the other side of the map.
Oh.
Again, that would be an excellent play out of the Arella. Again, if they realize it, if Arella gets out, they are completely good in the clear. So again, and again, there's probably Shack or Hatch at Shack as well.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah,
Okay.
because one of the odds not offering, I checked, yeah.
Right. Okay, our killer knows that they need to go for Arella, but again, our survivors at this point, again, this is such a bad spot, but Arella's actually on this side of the map.
Oh my, wake up,
With wake up, by the way. Oh my god, the gate is just so
matter.
fast.
It doesn't matter. No matter.
Maya's
no
on Shack's side. They're gonna all get out for free. No, this is so unfortunate for Maya. Looking for the survivors who aren't there. They're all out at this point. Are they going to be potentially teabagging at the exit gate? We do see
they all went to that gate.
And that will be
wow.
5 hooks on the board for Mai. I mean, truly, some excellent birds out of Mai there. Honestly, very, very unfortunate defeat for Mai. But again, a close game nonetheless.
Look what your brother did to that dog!
Looks like we did get Vulcan here. Again, no perks, no items, so should be easy, should be ready to go. Whenever we're ready.
If you face my team, you're free pickings, bruh.
Wait, who said that? Oh, if you face my team, you're... Wait, that's... Okay, so that's actually... Alright, so... Chad's gonna be on Survivor next, so I guess we'll see. We'll see if that's the case.
Free pickings is so good, bruh.
Bada boop. Bada boop pow. A reminder to anybody watching right now, Bubba is one of 3 killers in competitive where no perks or items are allowed against him. Alongside the likes of Trapper, Onryo, and that's it. Just those 3. And so we see no perks, no items from our survivors, but we will see a build from our killer. So let's just see what our killer is running. This is our...
See ya, bro.
This is Adam here. With a bit of slowdown in the form of Deadlocked, as well as batteries included with Bamboozle, as well as Painrez. The add-ons, by the way, very interesting, I have to say. I feel like these add-ons are potentially just recharge-oriented, and also Smitty getting caught off guard almost immediately, getting grabbed. This is a very early down onto the team. Again, I feel like the game barely started, and I feel like not even going to be opting for basement. Again, I've selected this map for Bubba just for the sake of basement of this main building right here. Again, this map is large, and so typically it is more of a sort of survivor-sided map, but because of that main building, if you go down, you can basically get onto like a super hook almost, if you really think about it. Also, no agitation, by the way. I feel like agitation would be one of the perks you'd expect on a killer like Bubba, frankly. But agitation gonna allow for, you know, a bit of that basement action. Also, we are gonna be getting the unhook, as well as a potential locker.
Oh, hello.
Again, no perks on the board here for anybody, anywhere. Again, I'm not sure what the locker's all about. I mean, again, you don't want to get caught out in a dead zone against a Bubba, but again, locker plays, very interesting for sure. We do see the reset coming out from the unhook. We're going to be checking this gen on the hill. Do we still have a survivor in the locker? We actually do. The survivor's been in the locker for the last, like, minute, I feel like. That's Volk, by the way.
Shit.
That's actually our switch player. I feel like we are actually nearing the point in which crows might start fluttering over to Volk. And Volk is not AFK. Volk is actively looking around. Why is Volk in a locker still? Volk is still in a locker. Volk is absolutely petrified that Bubba will come after him. Look, he's getting off the gen now. Again, Volk in the locker for about a whole entire minute. Also, both of our killers for this set, by the way, have previous comp experience. Definitely an interesting vault coming out of Smitty there. Going to be bamboozling TNL. Going to be doing a little bit of double vaulting, and that will be catching our Sable off guard. The bamboozle does not resonate with our Sable or register, and we will be getting a second hook onto Smitty. You see our Nia close here, powering through some of this gen progress. That is Painrez coming out there. Again, does our Bubba have any sort of outfit on, I wonder? Or is it just default. Or is it maybe like a P3 prestige situation? I think it's a prestige.
It could be P3, yeah.
I think it's a P3 Bubba here. Again, no fancy pants, no fancy hair. Pallet comes down almost immediately for our killer there. Again, no perks to work with. Our killer can ruthlessly tunnel these guys. I mean, there is nothing in play for them other than maybe dying in a pallet. I feel like we're maybe going to take an M1 here. We're going to be baiting the pallet. This will be an M1 here. Taking the M1. Again, we do have Schmitty on the hook. Schmitty is going to get off of the hook. I'm going to be running over to Shaq. Again, the add-ons out of our Bubba, I feel like, are so interesting to me. There's...
Yeah.
Oh, and the bump comes out. That's actually very unfortunate. Again, the bump is going to be extended due to how long those charges, or that dash was. This will be pallet. Shaq will need to go down here. Yep, instantly going to throw that. Chud Lander. Again, we were talking about this before. Chud Lander as well as Chad. The battle of Chud versus Chad will be happening
You're
soon.
right, yeah.
Again, we were talking about this earlier. I mean, the real question is who will come out on top.
Chud.
Again, going to be chasing Schmitty. Unfortunately, Schmitty just not really pathing to anything in particular and will be going down. Again, Schmitty is dead on hook. No flashlights to be seen on the board, so this will be Schmitty just getting hooked and going down. Or dying on hook, actually. Again, one kill, the first kill at 3 gens. Again, I don't believe that was inherently a tunnel out. I feel like it just might have so happened to be the case. But again, 3 hooks on the board for Smitty there. Kit comes out. Again, 3 stacks of pain res. A little bit of batteries included.
A little bit.
Again, I'm pretty sure Bubba is not restricted in his add-ons whatsoever. Like, I'm pretty sure you can run Iridescent Flesh if you really want to. As well as, like, Purple Chili. Like, Double Chili, Double Speed. And these add-ons are very odd to me. But they don't seem to be proving to be much of a downside for our killer here. We do see a gen being doubled up near Shaq. Pain res comes through, though. Bubba going to be immediately sending it over there. Again, Bubba believes that he is Hillbilly and going to be using this for distance. Again, I feel like the distance thing only really pertains to if you run add-ons, but... Again,
yeah.
Do a little bit of a moonwalk. Fortunately, Nia kind of bringing our killer near the hook. Is going to be utilizing this pallet. The immediate bump, very unfortunate.
Oh my gosh.
But the tantrum is very short out of our killer.
That's good.
That gen, though, has extremely, extremely regressed, and we will need to be playing a TNL, I do believe, over here. Can TNL not going to be as strong against Bamboozle? Bit of some moonwalking coming out of Adam here. Again, lots of moonwalking out of Adam. Again, Adam is one of our previous competitive experienced players. Fortunate pallet out of Chudlander. We're going to see 2 survivors repairing hill. A gen on a hill, and these are actually our last 2 survivors, because 1 survivor is currently dead. Again, 1 survivor being dead at 3 gens is going to be very, very brutal, because again, if our killer cues a chase with 1 survivor, that will immediately force the other one into having to go for the unhook. Again, Bamboozle is in play, but unfortunately, doesn't even need to be utilized for this chase. Pretty hasty down, and this will be, I don't believe, a pain res onto Cass. And Volk is the last player who has not been hit by pain res. So again, maybe don't get Volk near any of those hooks. But again, this is, I feel like, again, I'm not sure if our survivors can really turn this one around. I mean, we are 3 gens behind. 1 person dead on hook as we speak. Nia, who's injured, about to be in chase. Volk, sort of just stealthing. Again, I feel like maybe if Volk was playing a little bit more aggro at the start, could have proved to be a little bit less detrimental to the team. Again, all that time in the locker. We are going to be potentially going for this unhook. Going to be slowing the regression of this gen temporarily to get the unhook. Again, Bubba knows what's going to be happening, so we'll be, again, going back to our hook. Again, this team, by the way, for our survivors, unfortunately for these 2 matchups in particular, this is actually why it's quite interesting. Both of these killer players for this Bubba set are actually the IGLs for... Also, is there Volk back here? No, Volk is in a locker. I thought maybe for a second he would be. But both of these matches actually have the killer on... they have the IGL on the killer role, meaning that it's going to be a little bit harder to give like the proper communication to the team. You know, because they aren't actively in the game. So again, this is why it's quite interesting. Especially to know maybe some of the behind-the-scenes elements to some of this. But yeah, Nia's going to be running around Shack. Bubba not even going to be interested in that. Going to be potentially looking for Cass here.
Here we go.
Unfortunately,
Oh
Moonwalk
my
just came
God.
through. Immediately effective onto Cass. Again, lost Bubba for a second. Could not find him. Bubba found her, though. He's going to be going down. Folk and Nia, again, we are needing to try to do as many gens as we can at this point. I do believe that they will be able to get this done. But Nia actually, I think Nia might actually be baiting the chase from our killer and hoping that Volk is able to commit the gen. I do believe that's actually what's happening right now. Nia's hoping to potentially bait our killer, but because the batteries included, we actually do get that down. Volk does get the gen done, but I do believe it will cost him his life here. Again, unless he does a perfectly timed locker jump. Which he does. Volk actually with the perfect timing on the locker.
The Switch players are not to be messed with, bro.
The Switch players are not to be messed with. You saw at the start of this game, Volk knew his lockers very well, and so, again, not going to be faltering at...
He just had to hone in, that's why he was in there.
Right, he was practicing the timing, he was practicing the counting. Again, Adam, very, very happy, very pleased with himself. Again, we are yet to receive the result. I do believe maybe this is a little bit of back and forth to Volk here, because I do remember Volk did the same thing on Myers, but it looks like Control did not have the control that game, unfortunately. So that will be a 4K2 on the board. Again, nowhere near over for Control there. Again, 4K2, there is room to improve from that. Again, 4K3 could happen.
All right, well, I just want to say I'm loving the look of this build. We have mad great agitation, and like I was about to say earlier, like I was waiting for someone to run mad great.
By the way, Matthew, I don't know if you noticed this, but we have unrelenting as well on the board. I don't know if crawling is in here, but we have unrelenting as well. So this is full-blown backpack as well as double speed onto the Bubba. Again, this is definitely going to be looking to secure some basement hooks for Schmedley. But again, Crawling is here. It looks like Crawling might want to join the cast. He might want to cast with us. Should we get Crawling in here for the unrelenting? Actually, I do think... Okay, yeah, look. We are getting a basement hook here.
Yep. See?
Alright, let's get... You know what? Let's get Crawling in here. Again, he is the unrelenting expert.
Sub Diz.
Okay, here, there's Crawling.
What's up? What's going on? What's going on?
You know, we're kind of casting the tournament right now, Crawling, and, you know, I feel like maybe you just came out of the woodwork. Okay, okay, what is actually going on with this? Okay, so, again, we had a 4K2 last time, our last round, with our killer, and currently, we are rapidly approaching that result. Again, though, our Yui just kind of hanging out at the pallet there. Bit of an odd play. Again, we have no perks from our survivors. It looks like Schmed is going to be doing a little bit of fancy moonwalk. It does not work out for him. Again, we're going to be looking to follow up this chainsaw onto the ace. As long as the pallet isn't close. Okay, we do see the locker. Will our ace have the right timing? No, unfortunately, just gets nearly yoinked from that locker. Again, Crawling. How do you fit in the unrelenting into this build? You know, would you run this build personally? Oh my god, we're actually going to be
bro.
Camping? Nah, bro. Crawling, how many of these perks do you even recognize on the bottom? Be honest. Be honest.
Like 5.
5? What do you mean 4? What do you mean 5?
Dude, I only
Unfortunate bump. I do believe he connects that. Yep, a little bit of a suction cup onto the chainsaw there.
Yeah, by the way, this mallet looks fucking insane, bro.
Oh my goodness, wait a minute. Oh my god, the snowball.
No
oh my god, the
way.
snowball. Oh my god, the snowball. Where's Chad?
Bro, one more.
It's all up to Chad.
Bro, he's right
it's
there.
all up to
Why
Chad.
is he going?
Oh my god, wait a minute. We have seen this same team falter before. Again, Adam is not... Wait, he's picking that up? Oh my god, Schmed. Wait, but does he see... he has mad grit. Wait, no, he's gonna get the picks. He's gonna get the picks. He's gonna get... Why is he not throwing the pallets? Oh my god, wait a minute. Wait, it's not... Wait, Schmed... Wait. He's gonna have to unhook. Wait, oh my god, wait. One charge. Can he connect it to the Yui? Can he connect that? No, but there's no unbreakable. There's no unbreakable. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
This
This
is,
will have to
oh
use
my
unrelenting,
god.
bro.
I mean, unless the Yui pulls out a like
Unrelenting for distance. Unrelenting for distance.
unrelenting. Oh my god, unrelenting value.
Yes!
Unrelenting
Oh
value.
my
Oh
God.
my god. The
Oh.
4K3.
That is it.
And that's it. That's the win con. Schmed won with the backpack build.
Bro,
Yep,
he
and they are
DC?
DCing. I mean, yeah, I mean, they might as well DC at this point. Oh my god, the 4K3 pulled it out of nowhere. The 4K3 happened for our killer there. Absolutely unbelievable stuff. The team is in shambles. Chad versus Chud. Chud comes out on top. Nobody expected this one out of the Schmedley. 4K3 went from a 4K2 to a 4K3. Also Schmed. Yep. Ate him up. Actually ate him up. Schmed, I you know what, Schmed? I told you that build was gonna work. I told you that build was gonna work. Unrelenting carried. Yeah, we literally got unrelenting value at the end game. It was actually insane. Oh my god, Matthew, you gotta see the triple T one. The triple T one's so good.
Triple T. Let's see it. Let's see it. Bro, are you fucking joking? What is that? What the hell? What? 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 Trickster? Are you serious?
Yeah, but it's like in the format of the guy. You know?
Tongue trickster.
Yeah, looking like we have a pretty significantly strong build onto Berna here. Pop Eruption, Pain Res, as well as Gift of Pain. I feel like, you know, Matthew, we might have come full circle. I feel like Gift of Pain might have been in the first set earlier, if I'm not wrong. It might have been on the Pinhead set. And Sluggy gonna be getting caught off guard. Or very quick M1. And a very potentially fast. But again, this is the battle of our players here. Again, we are facing.
Oh my god.
Okay, he's gonna.
I'm done, bro. We need to swap out Pain Res with Unrelenting, dude.
He's gonna get the
Holy
down on the
fuck.
Sluggy. Again, this
Bro, he's
is
not
the
getting this
matchup.
hook.
This is the matchup again. Berna versus Sluggy. Again, Sluggy will be our killer next. Again, Unrelenting might have been useful on one of our other as another perk. Again, I do believe our sound is completely bugged this game. That might just be the case with Unknown, but we do see our first gem popping. Fang, by the way, looking to maybe get this unhook. Berna, though, maybe locking down the camp here. I mean, again, Berna, our designated build player. Wait, Fang just kind of running into our killer. Where are we thinking our killer's at this point? And we don't have any semblance of undetectable. A medium vault, that will be a down. An excellent conversion from Berna. And Berna is going to take this hook, it seems. Again, I don't know if Berna knows what these perks do, but I have to assume that he has some notion. Because we are going to be going for this Pain Res. Getting Pain Res onto Lucas's gen on the ace. Going to be going for a teleport here. And going to be catching Sluggy off guard again. We'll be committing a chase onto Sluggy, it seems. Again, our Unknown, by the way, yet to use his power. We have not used Unknown's power yet, other than the teleport. Is our killer... Oh my god, the mind game's coming out there. Sluggy gonna be going down. This will be our second hook for Sluggy. I mean, talk about an incredibly fast start for our killer. Despite all the potential whiffs out of Berna, we already have a survivor dead on hook at 4 gens remaining. And this is pretty strong. Oops, wrong button again. That's okay.
Oh, and we're out.
And we're out. Maybe that'll fix the chase music, actually. Let's see. We do not have chase music unless we're on Survivor. Again, Berna not utilizing a single UVX for this killer. Not in a chase. Yeah, it looks like the chase is just completely bugged. Unless we are on Survivor. Okay, it looks like Berna is going to be using the power. Maybe we'll never use it again after that. Going for the flashlight. Ghosty gets the blind onto Berna. And I do believe Berna is going to kick that gem with Pop. Pop comes through. Is going to spot the Steve, though. So is going to be potentially committing this chase onto Steve. No, actually going to be looking to maybe teleport to where Sluggy was last seen. Again, Sluggy is dead on hook, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to go for Sluggy. Also, Sluggy utilizing the Phantom 4.
We're above him, bro.
This is the first time we've seen the Phantom 4 in the tournament. I'm honestly very shocked. The Phantom 4 typically comes out pretty often for these things, so I'm very surprised that it's just coming out now. A great dodge out of Lucas there, I have to say. Not sure if it was on trajectory or not. A bit of a hesitation from Lucas. Gonna be opting to play for this pallet. Killer gonna be going for a bit of a goop there. Unfortunately, did not connect. And Steve gonna be working on a gen across the map. Ace though, again, the pathing out of some of these players definitely unknown to me. You know what I mean? So we have Steve as well as Feng. I do believe that was our Steve getting caught there. We are seeing Sluggy potentially rotating in, but unfortunately our killer does spot out Sluggy. Okay, will we hit a UVX? We do hit a first power of the game. The first power comes out. Let's see if Sluggy's able to look at the killer. Again, this is Sluggy's killer. Okay, just going to be nearly evading our player there. Is going to be getting the goop off of his head. Going for a shot there. Pallet comes down. Is going to be kicking this.
Oh my.
What was that? The foot? Shocked by the foot?
On my screen, it went slow-mo, bro.
Oh my goodness. Sluggy with the unfortunate pathing.
Bro, he really
Pallet does go down.
Like, he really just, like, went through it and came right back.
We are loopity-looping this shit right now.
Oh no, bro.
Also, I do believe we have an exhaustion add-on from our killer, which is pretty interesting considering that there aren't a lot of exhaustion perks in play. Good pallet out of Sluggy. Good patience. Shaq is going to get done. I'm not even sure. Do we have any exhaustion perks on the team? We actually have two any meanses, but no exhaustion perks. Honestly,
bro, I've yet to see anybody use any means.
I'm like not, you know, technically that would be probably a penalty, but it's okay. They had to swap a player in, so we're just gonna ignore that. It's not like it's like DS or something. Two people having any means. Wait, actually, I think these players actually have the same exact build. Okay, Rick gonna be getting rid of the teleport. Will we teleport? Nope, Rick is gonna be getting rid of that. Yeah, both those players actually have the same build, but that's okay. Again, I'm sure that there's at least like 1 or 2 exhaustion perks you can run against this killer. I would assume smash hit as well as head on, or at least head on is in play. We do not see that. Okay, gonna be looking to get some eruption onto some of these gens. Maybe looking to teleport. Again, unknown. Oh no, gonna be catching Sluggy, but Savage maybe gonna be trying to take a hit. Don't need to take a hit if you're lunging over there though. Is going to be making it to a pallet. A bit of patience out of Savage here. Should be able to get to the pallet safely. Again, nice respect out of Berna there. Again, not getting stunned if he doesn't need to. But that will be a hit. But unfortunately, our killer just does not capitalize on it. Again, counter force coming into play for the survivors. Again, I'm not sure if they anticipated plaything this game. Again, counter force, one of those perks that is only really good against hexes or inner strength. Alright, gonna be running around this towel. Berna with the huge respect out of him, worshipping these pallets.
Oh no.
Dropped a little clone there, but Savage gonna be running straight. I'm not even convinced if Berna is still chasing our Feng here. I do believe he does. He is actually gonna be...
Bro.
like, completely losing our Feng. Instead gonna be getting caught up by his own clone. Maybe Berna has never played against Unknown, so he's pretty interested in what this guy does. It's like, I wonder what this man does. Not realizing maybe what he looks like himself. I do believe we have one gen being done. Also, Feng is just absolutely looping Berna on this tile. And we do see our second to last gen being... Actually, both gens! Those are 2 separate gens!
Holy shit!
All the gens are done, and currently we are at 4 hooks for the survivors. And we are going to be looking to commit onto this Feng, though. I mean, ideally, if we could get, like, maybe the Steve down. But again, if we can't secure the hook on the Feng, that wouldn't be a terrible result by any means. He's going to get the down onto Feng. Again, feeling a little bit apologetic there. You know, saying sorry to the Feng. Again, probably is going to be looking to tunnel, or at least camp this out to secure some of these hook states. Again, if our survivors leave at this point, that will be 6 hooks on the board, which I don't think is at all a bad result for our killer here. 6 hooks for Berna. It depends, though. Is Berna going to be able to play this properly, depending on if the survivors play it properly? Survivors could reduce the amount of hooks down by 1, but will they risk doing that? I'm not sure. Again, Berna does spot the Steve. Will he react to him, though? Going to be shooting a little bit of goop at him. is going to be connecting that. Again, we do see a survivor coming in from the left. Do believe that is the ace. Again, the gates are quite far. I mean, so long as Steve is not the one who gets down, this will not be very... Okay, the ace actually came through. Steve going to be distracting with the flashlight. Ace going to be getting the unhook. And unfortunately going to be whiffing on the Fang. Ace going to be there to take a hit. Unfortunately, another whiff comes out. I believe a 360 maybe? Another whiff. Our Ace absolutely cooking our killer with these spins. And I don't believe our killer's actually no, our killer... Wait, this is actually really bad. Wait, Steve, the 360. The 360. We need another one. No. We need more. We need more. We need more. We need more. Oh, no.
No, because he needs the 4 fresh. No.
He's going to get 3 fresh hooks on the Steve if Steve dies. We are actually in the gate. Wait, will they... Wait, baiting the pickup. Going for the goop. Is Bernie going to pick this up? Who has the cracker? Who has the cracker? Does Ace have the cracker? Ace doesn't have anything. Ace is going to be getting out.
All he wants a cracker, bruh.
That's unfortunate, though, because I'm not sure. Is Sluggy... Okay, they are going to be playing for this. Again, our killer is going to be securing an extra hook state, potentially. Or definitely an extra hook. Again, we do have 2 survivors, but again, I'm not sure if Sluggy knows how... But unfortunately, our killer just smacked the Steve on the hook. Oh my god, the teleport, though. The teleport.
Oh, no.
No, we went for the power instead of the teleport. No.
Well, he literally had that. That's okay.
I'm not sure. I feel like it was going to be a close one. I feel like maybe he teleports there, and then the Fang is, like, inside of his body.
Yeah.
But I believe that was maybe 7 hooks.
Bro,
What's the win con?
Yes.
1 death? No, 7 hooks. Y'all need 7 hooks. Y'all need 7 hooks. Burna put up quite a performance. Did I play well? Volk, I think, yeah, of course, yeah, Volk played well.
Yeah,
had that,
Volk
you had the
did,
4K on
did
Myers.
amazing.
Had the 4K on Myers. Okay, look, we do have the build.
Dude, yeah.
Pretty much immediately. And we have I'm All Ears, Pain Res, Corrupt, and then Plaything. Okay, so we have a little bit of I'm All Ears. Okay, I have to say, Sluggy, right off the bat, using his power. So I feel like, again, we are seeing some completely different tactics from our killer here. So I'm not sure if the music is going to be bugged again. I hope it's not, but again, no way to really... Nothing really do about that. Might just be a spectate thing. It's going to be going for a shot on to Triple M. I wonder if Burna I wonder if Burna knew how the power worked, but realized that it's not very good and just decided to be an M1 killer, and that actually might have like worked out for him better.
That could have been, yeah.
Again, it is the harmless after all. If you guys really think about it, it is the harmless. So it is going to catch a survivor. By the way, we see Lithe as well as Smash Hit and Bounce. Okay, so we had Lithe on the board, and our team were not running that last game, which was actually kind of crazy. No Lithe or Smash Hit or Bounce Landing. I feel like I'm All Ears. Pretty solid perk on this killer specifically. Also, we do have Corrupt. Okay, I am going to be switching to our survivors for this killer specifically, just so we have the music. Going to be getting the window block. Going to be getting off of Watson's head with the goop. Also, we do have Last Stand, by the way. Again, Last Stand, perk that is unbanned for this.
Oh, yeah.
Again, I don't think we've seen a Last Stand save today, but imagine if in the last game we close it out, you know? Wouldn't that just be poetic?
Yes, that'd be phenomenal.
Also, I do believe we're on 2 separate gens across the map. Again, chasing Watson first. This is very, very brutal for any killer, I do believe. Again, these players have not been on Survivor for a while. I wonder if they were playing public games up until this point. Because, again, they have not played in quite some time. I don't remember what the last set was for Triple T.
Oh, there we go.
But it has definitely been a while. We're going to be going for the follow-up onto Triple T, or Triple M, but unfortunately, it's going to be missing. Does get the hit, though. We do have 2 gens popping. Dodge coming through from Triple M. Also going to be removing the clone across the map. Stone going to be starting a new gen. And Burna, maybe. Does Burna have head-on? Burna's first game without head-on, by the way. Not sure why the head-on is not coming through. A very, very unfortunate lunge out of our killer, not getting that hit somehow. Again, our killer with Plaything feel like that is a relatively strong perk on a killer like this. But again, we need hooks in order for that to happen. Fortunately, our killer just going to be sort of splitting pressure all around. But again, the goop is not like a hunter's hatchet. Shooting it at somebody and leaving them is definitely not going to do you much good in the long run. A great hit off of Sluggy there, and that should be a quick 2-tap. Barely just reaching our survivor there. Unfortunately, no flashlight. I did hear the flashlight click. Watson was close. I do believe that possibly could have converted that into a blind, and we do see pain res coming through.
Oof.
Again, both of these builds seem relatively strong, but in slightly different ways. Going for a bit of a freaky teleport. Watson, though, I do not believe will be getting hit there. And there we do see last stand. Wait, we could have actually saw the last stand. I believe if Watson vaulted, that would have been last stand, because our killer could not have swung in time. Going to be committing a chase back onto Watson. Again, I feel like we've been on Watson for quite a while. Yep, our killer realizes it.
Yeah.
Catches Nick, by the way. Again, if you get off of the clone while you're cleansing it, you will get goop on you. It seems like Nick actually got rid of it. Or Triple M got rid of it. Wow, that actually connects. It seemed like a bit of a delayed sort of hit there, but we do get the hit onto Triple M. Again, though, we are going to be maybe committing to Watson, but unfortunately, again, Watson very strong in the chase. Unknown going to be moaning a little bit too much for my liking, I think, personally.
A little too diddy.
Again, maybe that's just a lot less noticeable with the chase music. And we do see Shaq Gen being doubled up on. And the last stand comes through from Watson. Again, baiting the kick on that, so that will be last stand. Again, no last stand coming out, but again, not allowing the perk to go unused. Also, by the way, Watson... Oh, great teleport from our killer there. Watson, by the way, running residual manifest, which causes our killer to get blinded upon getting, you know, flashlight blinded. Oh, and we do get a tag onto Watson.
Oh, shit.
Catching Watson lacking there. Again, we do have pain res on the board. Again, though, I do believe Burna is starting a gen. Do get a nice hit onto Triple M, and I don't believe we actually do still have this pallet. Potentially faking the break on the pallet. Again, gonna be doing a little bit of mind games. Will Triple M be able to dodge this? Unfortunately not. Good connection from our killer there. Again, 2 hooks on the board, which does not seem like a lot, but again, the gen progress pretty slow, and I believe this might be a pain res. Yep, so that is a pain res. I don't know why I left the Bill going, "Arr." Bill has one of the more funny screams in the game.
Damar funny scream.
Okay, we do see the unhook coming out.
has the funniest scream.
I mean, I said one of, you know. There can be multiple.
Okay.
All right, Burna gonna be slow walking. Again, Burna, a bit of a stealth gamer here. And with the empathy as well as that Rebecca perk. Do have aftercare as well as Repress Alliance. Again, Smash Hit, Parental Guidance. I don't think we've seen Smash Hit and Parental Guidance come out to play yet.
No.
He's going to be chasing our survivors, who I believe are resetting. Lythe coming out there. Not taking a hit for Triple M, but Triple M does end up making that. But will Triple M going to be running a bit wide? You're going to be dodging the potential hit through the wall there.
Running up that hill, bro.
Is going to be opting to run around that hill. Again, maybe, you know, playing this pallet here. Again, our killer going to be trying to do a mind game potentially. But Triple M, again, one of the stronger players in chase, does barely get hit by that. Again, a bit of odd check spotting. But our killer does double back. So we are just going to be holding W to this next tile. Going to be running into the killer, but unfortunately will be getting down because of the hinder. But the pallet save is going to come through from Watson.
No!
Wait, actually, our killer just walks right past. Our killer just walks right past. Sluggy said, "I'm not having any of that shit."
No way, he's going to it again.
No way. Sluggy actually does not give a fuck. He was just going to be walking right through the pallet.
He didn't even know.
Do we think that Sluggy had no idea that Watson was there?
I think he had no idea.
Also, last gen is about to pop. Watson's buying time for the team at this point. Burna is going to be popping last gen, so long as he doesn't miss a skill check. Last Gen is going to come out there. But again, this game is nowhere near over.
Oh!
Again, if our killer
my
can
God,
secure
the
the
juice.
hook onto Watson and also secure the kill, that will be a tie for the match. Again, our killer can very well bring this back for themselves. Again, unknown, maybe not the strongest at the camp, but definitely has some sort of ability. Again, though, if Stone comes in here to take a hit for this player and dies for Watson, that will be the win con for the survivors. Again, no matter who our killer, unless Triple M dies. If Triple M dies and Watson dies, surely somebody's coming in for Triple M. Wait, no, nobody is. Wait, somebody left. Wait a minute. Okay, what's actually going on right now? Wait, this might be a potential throw. This might actually be a generational throw.
Oh, wait.
Our
No,
killer
it's still
actually
6.
just won. No, they actually just won. That's 7. Our killer just won. Sluggy just won. Sluggy actually just won.
Shit, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Sluggy, you are actually. Wow.
Okay. Definitely did not expect
Stone
that
free,
endgame. So no hit takes for the team, guys.
Yeah, what was the?
What? Okay, so Sluggy just pulled that out of nowhere. So again, that was a very losing situation for the killer, but unfortunately for the survivors, allowing if Watson died and Triple M got off the hook, it would have been a tie, and then due to the rules, based off of the fresh hooks, we would have had a count, and then it might have been one way or another. And if it did tie, then Triple T would have gotten a point, and then they would have, both teams would have gotten a point. So a 3-way tie between 3 sets of teams, or 2 sets of teams. So all the numbers are there on the side, but we have to, I'm going to add this up. Matthew, you want to add up as well, and then we see if we get the same amount.
Yeah.
Again, Triple T, it looks like they did not get as many hooks, but if they had won that match, they would have actually gotten into the finale. But it looks like because they blundered that last game, cost them.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Yeah, I got the same thing 3 times. All right, well, these are our final teams, guys.
So
wow, congratulations to Control as well as UDR, because you guys are in the finale. Yeah. Again, Triple T with that fumble for the unknown game. Just
unfortunate.
Again, Triple T, even though they did not have the most amount of hooks, they could have won 4 of the sets, and unfortunately, they just did not get there. Very, very unfortunate. Definitely did not expect that unknown game to contribute to such a significant sort of outcome for the teams. But yeah, I mean, extremely close stuff. 49 to 50. I mean, clearly 2 teams did show up, and I mean, it's gonna be quite the rematch. Again, we had the Bubba set, and now that is who is in the finale. But huge shout out to Triple T. You guys did make the 3rd place for sure. You guys played extremely well today. But unfortunately, that unknown game, never ever gonna live that one down, I feel like.
Yeah.
Control, UDR, all right, y'all are in the finals. Y'all made it to the finale. Again, I'm sorry that we could not get the finale going today, but yeah, we had a lot of people in here today. I mean, thank you to everybody who showed up to play today. Again, lots of great games today, lots of great stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It was a great day, I think. It was a great day, You know it's Crawling's birthday today? Or at least...
Is it actually?
Crawling said he was having his birthday party today. Everybody sing Crawling a happy birthday in the chat. Oh my god, Divine getting caught up. No, I said in the chat, Matthew, not like... Okay, you can... You know what? We can get into it, I think, Happy
birthday!
Wait, hold on. We gotta actually count it down. Also, this is our dead hard player, which is ideally who is actually gonna be found first. Happy birthday. Alright, wait. No, we gotta... Hold on. Wait, hold on. Alright, we gotta start... Wait. Okay, whenever Divine goes down, we'll start singing, okay? Like, the second he hits the floor, we start singing, okay? We gotta time this right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear crawling. Happy birthday to you. Yay. There you go.